Hello all, welcome to UPSCFEVER.com. We are beginning with our first chapter on India Yearbook 2016 series, which is Land and People. So India Yearbook is a very critical resource for those studying for government exams. We'll begin with Land and People. First chapter is Introduction. India has an area of 3.28 million square kilometers. That makes it the seventh largest country in the world in terms of size. It has 2.4% of the world's land mass and is second in population, which means it has 17% of the world's population, and it is the second most populous country after China. India lies completely in the northern hemisphere of the world. The land frontier, you can see here, the land frontier is 15,200 kilometers and the sea frontier is 7,517 kilometers, including the islands. The longitudinal extent is 30 degrees. It extends from 67 degrees to 97 degrees approximately. And the latitudinal extent is also 30 degrees approximately from 8 degree north to 38 degree north. The standard meridian is at 82 degrees 30 minutes. You can see it here. India has 7 neighboring countries excluding Tibet, and it is separated from Sri Lanka by the Park Strait and the Gulf of Mannar. It is also separated from the Lakshadweep Islands by the Laccadive Sea. The next module is physical features of the country. The Himalayan wall is 2,400 kilometers long and on an average 320 kilometers wide. In the northeast of the Himalayan wall, we have the Garo, Khasi and the Jaintia hills. They are from west to east, almost parallel, and they meet the north-south boundary of the Rakhine and the Mizo hills. The Great Indian Desert, you can see it here, the Thar Desert. It extends from the run of Kutch to Luni, and the Little Desert is from Luni to the northwest. The land between them is absolutely sterile country. The next physical characteristic is the Peninsular Plateau. It is flanked by the Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats. The Western Ghats are continuous and higher, and the Eastern Ghats are smaller and discontinuous due to the action of the rivers. The coastal plain in the western region is also bigger than the east. The western and the eastern Ghats meet at Nilgiri Hills in the south. You can see it here. Next module is the geological history of the country. The Himalayan region is of marine origin and is a result of mountain building process that started 7 crore years ago. On the other hand, the peninsular region is 380 crore years ago, so it is older than the Himalayan region. The rivers of the Himalayan region and the Deccan region. Himalayan rivers are all perennial rivers, whereas the Deccan rivers are seasonal rivers. The coastal rivers are mostly in the west coast, and India has about 20 river basins, with 12 being major and the remaining 8 are composite river basins. Next part is the climate of the country. Officially, there are 4 seasons in India: winter, pre-monsoon, which is summer, monsoon, and post-monsoon. The southern part of India receives more rainfall than the northern part. The northern part of India is usually cloudless from October to November. A high pressure zone forms, and that is the reason it is cloudless. The Himalayan states experience temperate climate, so they have two more climates, spring and autumn, apart from the four. So the Himalayan states have six types of seasons, and the remaining states have four seasons. Briefly, the flora and fauna. The Wildlife Institute of India has divided the country into 10 zones, and India holds about 7.5% of the world's animals. Fauna is classified by Flora is classified by the Botanical Survey of India, which is at Kolkata. It publishes the Red Data Book of Endangered Species. Next is the population of India. The census 2015, census 2011, that was the 15th census of India. The density of the country increased to 382 persons per square kilometer. The sex ratio, which is the ratio of females to males, improved to 943, and the literacy rate of the country improved to 73%. Nagaland was the only state with a negative population growth rate. The population has increased every decade since 1901, except during the 1911 to 1921 decade. The density is described. Bihar has been the most dense according to the census. Kerala has recorded the highest literacy overall category as well as the male and the female category. Similarly, Bihar has seen the lowest literacy, overall literacy, male literacy and female literacy. Kerala and Puducherry are the only places to have above 1000 sex ratio. Uttar Pradesh has the highest percentage of India's population, which is 16% of the India's population stays in UP, and Lakshadweep has the lowest population. The total scheduled caste population are 16%, with Punjab, Himachal Pradesh having the highest share to their total population. Scheduled tribes are mostly seen in the northeastern states of Mizoram and Meghalaya, having the highest share to their total population of STs. 31% of Indians stay in urban areas, and the remaining 69 are in rural areas. Highest number of villages in the country are in Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh and Odisha. So this was the chapter number 1, Land and People. You don't have to worry about taking any notes. I will provide all the notes that you need. We will move to chapter number 2 in the next video. Meanwhile, you can follow us or like and share this video. Subscribe to our feeds. Thank you.